What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day trading video, and today we're gonna go over this week's trades and how much I won, my win rate, what I did good, what I did bad. So not only can you guys learn, but I so can learn as well. So let's get on to it. So as you can see here, I am up 1.1k on the week. This is beautiful with a 100% win rate. I had no losing losing days this week. I hope I can keep it up. I remember I was on a 2 or 3 win streak, and then last week I actually lost. So I'm back up on my account. This is gonna help me recover back up my account finally, which is awesome. I'm grateful for those 2 losses. When I finally got my account back, where it's kind of BS, kind of like starting off red, not the best. Actually, if we go all in last week, you can see here, yeah, I was down 800. Yeah, I was just down 800. My win rate was only 44 with break even is 11. Yeah, it was horrible. That was a horrible start off with the week. Those 2 trades were reasonable losses. They were reasonable losses. You can see I had, yeah, a total of 800 loss in the week. So this is gonna help me recover. So you can see here on this week, 1.1. It was a total of number of trades, 7 trades, but really it was 4 trades. Those are including the trades that took me out partials. So you can see here, yep, just beautiful. Yeah, no losing trades, zero losing trades. Max drawdown was $5. Hold up, is that Aura? Chat, is that Aura? Anyways, as you can see here, 100% win rate, 1.1k up on a day. This is like beautiful. I literally want to take a screenshot of this. I can't stop looking at it. But let's ignore this. You guys are probably waiting for what, the winning trades. So I'm going to show you. Let me just look at all this. Longest trade I took was 13 minutes, 12 minutes right there. Yeah, and average winning trade was 5 minutes on each one. So that's beautiful right there. Let's get on to the trades I took. So starting with on Tuesday, which was a break-even trade, which only got me $90, but I rounded it up to 100. So let's check out the trades. So as you can see here, at first on market we was going down, but we did have a break instruction. I was looking for long. I remember clearly. I was looking for longs on this trade. I was looking for longs on the day. And as soon as we got the break of structure, I was like, let's go. I was happy. But it gave me no retracement. As you can see, it just went completely up. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I might have to look for shorts. And it was like bothering me that I had to look for shorts. But I saw a inverse and 2 inverses actually. So that's even good. Let's change that into 2 inverses. 2 inverses. And there was no break of structure, but I saw inverses. If this broke control, I would have taken a trade, and it did break point of control to the downside, my side. So you know what, that was good. Let's see here. Yeah, I had a good break even. No, even if I entered early, yeah, still. But my enter wasn't that bad. Where I entered in the trade. Break control, there was no break control yet, but if I have waited, I would have never got into the trade. So I'm glad I added inverses. We had an SMT, we had a good break even. We was very patient in the trade. We hit break even, very patient. We let the trade run. Yeah, this trade was overall a 8.5 out of 10. It was a really good trade. It was my setup. We had no liquidity, but we had an SMT, so it's fine right there. Totally fine. At least we broke point of control to my side, so that's fine. Let's go over to the next trade, which was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which I took in my old high school actually, which was a full TP day. It was a beautiful day. Let's go on to it right now. Okay, first off, let's get on to it. We had liquidity. You can see here we hit liquidity. We didn't have an SMT, but we did patiently enter equilibrium. We had an inverse. There was no break of structure yet. We had an inverse. But as soon as I saw that point of control broke to the upside, I was like, you know what? Let me enter in the trade. We did an inverse. There was no break of structure, But still, even if we waited for break of structure, we'd have not entered in trade. This is why another reason why I'm glad I put inverse fair value gap. So you can see here, it did not tap the equilibrium, so I would not have got the opportunity to be in this trade. Now this trade was scary. As you can see, this big red candle down, which did scare me, but I was patient. I let the trade run. As you can see here, boom, and went up. Beautiful. Break even was at the midpoint of this 5-minute fair value gap. Couldn't really put it at this high. We could have put it at a candle, but that's kind of putting it at a random candle. Putting it at this candle would have been, what, how many points? 40 points. I do not like break evens more than 30 points. And I don't like break evens less than 15 points. So that's good right there. Actually, less than 20 points. So I like to keep it between 20 and 30 point break even. As you can see here, yep, just what else? We was very patient in this trade. We was in this trade for 13 minutes, and I let it hit for full TP. Something I did do wrong, I didn't put my limit order on my TP, so I had to exit manually. But it was I was supposed to exit out at 69.8, but I exit out on a clean 700, so I gained some extra profits right there. So that's beautiful right there. I don't care. I'm fine with that. You can see point of control did break to the upside on my side up there. So another reason to take that trade. It was beautiful. We let the trade run even after break even. This trade was extremely, like, I recommend watching all the videos. This trade was extremely good. We hit liquidity right there. Let me delete this because I don't really need it. But as you can see here, as you can see, it was just a beautiful trade. I make sure to watch out for that 5 minute, so I didn't miss the 5 minute this time. It was beautiful. Yeah, just a beautiful trade overall. Let's go on to the next trade, which I think was a break even, which was $0, and I'll explain why on it. So let's go on to it. As you can see here, this was a kind of a difficult trade. Not difficult, but it was a decent trade. So you can see here we had liquidity plus a 15-minute fair value gap liquidity point. So we hit the 15-minute, respected it, and went down. We was very patient for equilibrium. So you can see here, break of structure plus an inverse actually right there on this candle, which was very special. And we had an inverse again right here. We inverse this 15 minutes, so I was very happy on that. So I knew we wanted to go to the downside, but this is a very, how many points is it? This is almost a 200 point equilibrium. So for us to hit equilibrium, we would have to wait for it to go about 90 points up, which was very difficult, but you know what, it's fine. So you can see we were very patient. We was patient on this trade. We had an inverse. Yeah, no break. There was a break structure. I don't know why I said no break structure. Let me fix that real quick. Break structure right there. I didn't like the break even, but it did save me. So you can see here, break even was like right here. But I don't normally put break evens at liquidity points. I put it at highs and lows of recent stuff. So if I had entered right here, my break even would have been right here. I want to see. Yeah, if I entered right here, it would have been a full TP, which should have been, nah, not really. Actually, could I have? Let's check right now, chat. Nah, I could have. So the only point here, only point I could have got in was where I actually got in. So it's fine. As you can see here, the trade. Now, I didn't put I used a 1-to-1, so I didn't use partials on the break even. If I hit break even, I hit break even. I didn't really necessarily believe in the trade so much, and a good reason and a good thing I didn't, because as soon as it hit this low, boom, it ran up. And another thing is, actually, could I have entered in a long? I still could have entered in long. So this really was like a no trade day. So this trade was low-key like, actually I should have taken the trade because it's no trade day. But still, my setup happened, entered equilibrium, boom. Could have went a little bit more down, but you know what happens. We call liquidity right here, and then went all the way up. So realistically, I should have taken the trade. but I did take the trade because my setup did happen. But I hit break even. The break even saved me. So, this is why I have break evens. Some people say, hey, don't have break evens. If it hits, it hits. If it don't hit, it don't hit. But I'd rather have break even because if I didn't have break even, I would have lost on the day, and that would have not made me happy. So this trade, about like a 7.5. I would give it an 8. Still a good trade on the day. I respected all my rules. I did everything good. This trade was honestly like an A to B plus setup. I didn't like this long equilibrium, but still, it happens. Everything was going into my direction on the shorts, to be honest. But we hit this liquidity point, and I just put it and it's a good thing I put it as a break even because I knew we wanted to bounce off of that. So if we hit it, I didn't necessarily believe we was gonna go all the way down. I was hoping we'd just catch a wick so they can TP me out. Maybe I should have put break even partial so I can get some profit on the day, but it's completely fine. It's whatever. At least I'm up. At least I'm up on the week. I gotta be grateful for that. Let's go into the last trade of the week, which was yesterday, which was an A plus in my opinion. Let's go on to it real quick now. Alright, let's break this trade down. So we just absolutely dumped off market open. So, I mean, we did go up, but we just absolutely dumped right after. Like, you can see here, dump, dump, dump. So I was looking for the longs. I waited for these 2 points to hit. So liquidity did deliver. There was no SMT. That would have been awesome, but no SMT is fine. Doesn't really matter. Still, we hit equilibrium. Boom. But you can see here, so if I delete this real quick, we had a break structure here, but no inverse. It respected the inverse. But since it did break structure, I would have put equilibrium right here. Boom. Equilibrium hit. I would have taken the trade right here. Break evens would have been at the low or midpoint, probably even high. No, it wouldn't hit the high. But actually, if I had put the high, it would have been a 30 point. No, we would have to put at the midpoint, which would have been a 28 point break even. But as you can see here, if I had, I would have got hit with break even. So what stopped me from entering right here? Well, because when I had point of control, this is why point of control is a very important tool. Let's put it right here. It didn't break point of control to the upside. It didn't break point of control to my side. If you still having point of control telling us direction still wanted to go down. Because if we had hit break even right here, we would have probably bounced off of it, and boom, right there. So I knew that this is not good. No, this is not good. I faded this. I faded the first setup and decided to wait right here. I decided, okay, we're gonna inverse this. Then I'm gonna put equilibrium. And as you can see here, is a good thing I did. Why? Because inverse, break a structure. I already break structure here. Anyways, break a structure. But really inverse, then equilibrium. As you can see here, if we change our point of control to where I've entered, didn't exactly break it yet, but it did. But I was very patient on trade. I was very early. I knew the setup. We had a 5-minute right here. I wanted break evens at this candle high, but I saw that was a 35 points, so I decided let me move it right here, which was I think about 29 points off my enter. Yeah, 29 points. So less than 30, which is fine. And as you can see here, boom, break even. We're very patient on the trade, and it just delivered perfectly because what happened after, it just dumped right after. So if I had entered, let's see, 10 points, 78. Ooh. No, it would have edged me. Wow, that's crazy. So I got on really good, and it's a good thing I didn't give away more than 10 points because I would have got edged like crazy. What else did I do good? Point of control didn't break yet, but it did break to my direction, which was amazing. I knew it wanted to. Like, there's some things, Let's see. I faded the first setup because it didn't break point of control there and let the trade run. Overall, this trade was like a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10 trade. this trade was amazing. All right, this trade saved me, got me out of being down on my account, so I'm finally up. We just have to get more up so we can finally get this payout, and then we're gonna be good. So that was all the trades I did. 100% win rate this week. Absolutely beautiful. I'll see you guys on Monday, Tuesday, actually maybe Wednesday, because there's no news Monday and there's no news Tuesday. But you know, let's see if setup goes on Tuesday. I might just do like one contract, maybe even two, to see how it goes. But yeah, this trade was beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next video, maybe Tuesday, but definitely Wednesday. I'll see you guys. Until then, peace.